Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Straight ahead, Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 22, Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. The Niners at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Now Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 30. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Walker with another carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. This is the tight end, Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Mahomes now on first down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins. with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Fields on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this one's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On first down, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. On first down, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A final shot before the break. Fields. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Second and 8. Running left, Taylor. They find some open field here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jonathan Taylor from 3 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the field's hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punching in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Down. Fields has to have this one. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fields now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Sutton from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now here's Mahomes.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a run with Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Fields. Finding Sutton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields. Gets this to Waller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Fields.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All eyes on Fields.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 4th down, Fields.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One last throw here for Fields.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.